Good morning everybody, I'm here today just to do a little cooking session on some budget cooking and how to make some food go further to make it healthier and a bit of fun. So I've got these burgers and I'm just going to cut them into like 6 around about equal portions and just pop them in the flour. Pop our pan on. So just get those. A little bit of oil in your pan, a couple of tablespoons, and you can use whatever. I don't like using olive oil, it tends to be a bit strong, so a lighter oil. And then just pop them in your pan. And just quickly do that. That's why it's quick and easy, there's no big fuss. But you can do these with your herb sausages, just make 6 little portions out of a sausage and just roll them up like this, and you've got your ready seasoned little meatballs. So whatever you decide, you can vary it. It's not set in stone as to how you do it or what you do it, and you can do it with your minced meat and add your herbs and spices, whatever way you want to. If you think, oh yuck, sausage meat, that's okay. You can just choose whatever. This is just, as I said, just a little budget meal. And quick and easy. Takes a couple of minutes to do this. If you're in a hurry and haven't got time to mix all your goodies together, this is a quick way to do it. Another thing I'm going to show you today is a little energy saving tip is the absorption method for rice and or pasta, so that you haven't got your stove on for 20 minutes. You can actually cook it, bring it to the boil, and then just set it aside and it'll cook by itself from the residual heat. So this is just starting to go, and I'll do the rice. I'll put that on. So that's just a cup, and I have to get a cup. So you just pop that in your saucepan, and 2 cups of water. So just pop that on your stove, bring it to a rolling boil. With that we'll do some sweet potato, and about half that size is most probably enough, depending on how many in your family. It can be a little or as a lot as you want. And so we'll just chop this up, and the longest part is peeling it. Just chop it up into some lengths. And you just have that in frying with your meatballs. So just give that a little stir on. And just give our rice a little bit of a stir, make sure it's not sticking together. Onion. And just let them cook off a little bit before I add the onion, otherwise you end up with it a little bit browner than you most probably need. So just have that ready. And you can cut that up in big chunks or little chunks, just however you like to do your vegetables. The other thing, I will add a tin of tomatoes later, but if you don't want to use tomatoes and you've got a jar of vegetable mix, add some extra vegetables as well. That's okay too. But today I'm just using tomatoes. And you can use a small tin, it depends how much juice you like around your meatballs. And today I'm doing it with rice, but you can do it with pasta, and I'm going to show the pasta as the absorption method as well. And I have some pasta here. So we'll just do a cup of, or however much pasta you put in. Oh, there's a lot in. And just cover that with water. And this is just a demonstration of how you can do it. And it's that one. So you put boiling water in these, I think, and just so it saves a bit of extra time. But because I'm doing it, but you can just pop away quietly. So just let these all cook away. lining up nicely. There you go. So I just wait a couple of minutes, small minutes, to put the onion in, and then I'll just flour up the. Most probably only need half a head, depending on your family, how many you've got. Today we'll just do half, and I just cut the stems up like so, and just pop them in as well. Lots of nutrition in those. Our rice is just about coming up to the boil. And our pasta coming along. So I'll just pop in the onion. And depending on your stove, you might want to put these on first if you're, it depends how quick it goes. You can have them, because they can just sit aside and still be warm. And then start on the meatballs. So whatever your cooking medium is, it's okay. So this rice is now starting to come to a simmer boil, and so once that gets into a rolling boil, make sure it's not stuck on the bottom. It's coming up now, the onions are starting to soften. So don't be too concerned if they're not totally cooked through, because we'll simmer the sauce over, the tomatoes over it. So now our rice is boiling, so we'll just pop that lid on there, switch the heat off and set it aside. Switch the heat off, and our pasta is almost there too. Pop these tomatoes on. And as I said, you can do other sauces. This is just a budget one, so just pop them on like so. Our pasta's boiling, so we'll pop the lid on that and switch the heat off. The heat goes off. We'll just pop that broccoli in. Now just turn that back down, and now just let it simmer for about 10-15 minutes. So now that it's just simmering away, we'll just pop that lid on it and just simmer it for about 10-15 minutes, and that'll be ready. And then our rice and pasta, and/or pasta, will be ready at the same time. 10 minutes have gone, and we've got this amazing pan of colour and smells delightful. Yes, so nice and hearty.